Go to settings at the bottom left corner, check your microphone settings because I can clearly see you. But okay, so if you guys like to learn mathematics with me last year, you'll like it again this year as well. Okay, so let's get started, guys. Yes, I know, but unfortunately as you get older and older, most of your lessons will all become longer, guys, okay? But 90 minutes is the longest. It doesn't go beyond 90 minutes. So, guys, I know there's going to be some, time for you to get used to it. So it's some kind of a transitioning period. And Audrey, what's your last name? So can you let me know, Audrey? It's Ma. Okay, Betty will change it for you. Okay, Audrey Ma. Alright, so let's get started, shall we, guys? So, guys, we have, this is the first lesson of 2022. We're going to learn about some tricks. Winston, no photos, please, or emojis. Now, tricks in additions and subtractions. So, plus and minus. I know many of you know how to add or subtract, but I'm going to teach you some very, very useful tricks. Okay, maybe you'll like it or not, okay? Guys, you can see some Wukong is there's a monkey on the right hand side, and Una is the little rabbit on the left. So hi Wukong. Hey Una, look, there are 3 cute little fishes next to you. Wow, they're so cute. There's also 7 little fishes next to you, Wukong. Yeah, and there's another 4 in our middle. So how many fishes are there in total? Well, 7 plus 4 is 11, and 11 plus 3 is 14. So there are 14 fishes. That's correct, but I think we have another faster way to calculate all the number of fishes. So what could that be, guys? So when doing additions and subtractions, right, we are all very used to solving from left to right. Isn't that right, guys? So, but in some cases, it will be a lot faster to calculate some numbers together first. For example, 1 plus 9, everybody can know this without even thinking. It's 10. 3 plus 7 is 10, right? So there are certain numbers, when you add them together, we get a very easy answer. So you need to be able to change the orders by shifting around. So it means moving it around. So we can make numbers up to tens, hundreds, or thousands. Now, we call this compatible numbers. So there's a new method that we're going to learn today. So, look at the compatible numbers. Now, compatible numbers are 2 numbers that makes a really easy answer. Okay? Like 2 and 8. This makes 10. 3 and 7. This makes 10. And also, you can use it for subtractions, take away. Now, I know many of you like to use the term take away, but as you get older, you need to get used to say minus or subtract. Okay? So 12 subtract or 12 minus 2 is also 10. 25 minus 15 is also 10. So you see how easy these answers are? Now, we have some properties to you to understand, but I'm sure you guys all know this, but it's okay if you didn't know. So commutative property of addition. It's a very long, hard-sounding word, but it's actually very easy if you understand. This law states that you can add 2 or more numbers in any order, and you'll get the same answer. For example, guys, 4 plus 5 and 5 plus 4, you will get the same answer as 9. You see how, even though I've changed the order, the answer does not change. That is what it means by the commutative property of addition. And if you have a longer number sentence like 4 plus 9 plus 6, we could change the order between 9 and 6 so that we can add 4 and 6 first, which is 10, and plus 9 later, which is 19. So you can see that changing order sometimes helps you a lot. Now, what is associative property of addition? Now, this states that you can group the numbers in different ways and still get the same answer, okay, which is also known as the grouping property. Now, you guys can see these are called brackets or parentheses, depending on which country you're living. Now, if you're living in New Zealand or Australia, we call these brackets, but in America and Canada, we say it's parentheses, all right? So, So we have 7, so open bracket 7 plus 8, so it means we need to add these one first, okay? So you always solve what's inside the brackets first, guys, okay? But I think I like to add 8 and 2 first. Then it's okay. You can change the brackets like this and you'll still get the same answer. So this is what it means by commutative property of addition, meaning you can change the order, the answer does not change. And the associated property of addition means you can put brackets wherever you like, and the answer does not change as well. Alright, does that make sense, everybody? So let me know in the chat box. Very good. Okay, alright. Very smart, all of you. Okay, so now, let's try and find what the answer is for this one over here. Okay, now, everybody look over here, guys. We need to look at the ones digits, okay? Ones place. So ones place. So even though it's 58, the ones place is 8. So what is place value? So if I have numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, now this is ones place, okay? This is tens place. This is hundreds place. And this is thousands place. And the list goes on forever, right? Now, but I want you to focus on the ones place. Alright? Now look at the ones place. We have 8, 1, and 9. Now, look for the compatible numbers. So, I think 1 and 9 are compatible numbers because 1 plus 9 is 10. We get an easy answer, don't we? So what you want to do is group the compatible numbers together. Alright? So what that means is, instead of saying 58 plus 31 plus 69 by itself, I'm going to group them using brackets because I want to add this one first. Okay? So guys, let's add these together. What is 31 plus 69? 1 plus 9 is 10, so we have a carry of 1. And 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 6 is 10, so we get a 100. So 58 plus 100 is very easily 158. See how easy that was? Because if you were trying to do this from left to right, everybody, meaning you add this one first and add this one later, let's try it out. Even though it's possible and still easy, see what is faster for you. So now 8 plus 1 is 9, and 5 plus 3 is 8, so 89. So we've got a fairly simple answer. But now if we're trying to add these two numbers together, it gets a little bit messy. 9 plus 9 is 18. We have a carry of 1. Now 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. Okay, so it is 158. Now, when this number sentence is fairly simple, you may not feel, Jason, I think I can still do left to right method. But let's see what happens when you see much longer number sentences, okay? So, now, this time we have, so I'll write down what you needed to do. You had to add these one first. So that, and you get 158. Now, what about this one? We have 4 numbers. Same thing, guys. Let's look at the ones place. So 1, 7, 3, and 9. And 1 and 9 are compatible numbers, which makes 10. And 7 and 3 are compatible numbers, which also makes 10. So what do you want to do? I want to add 21 and 79 together. And I want to add 27 and 73 together. But the order is not like that at the moment. So what you can do is rearrange, change the order, and group the compatible numbers together. So how do you do that? So I want to write 21, and I said I wanted to add with 79, and I'm going to group them in brackets. And I'm also going to add, I'm also going to put the number 2 number pairs like this, 27 plus 73. And here we have it, guys. This is much easier. Now let's figure this out. What is 21 plus 79? Now, as you guys have already guessed, it's 100. But let me show you one more time if you're not too sure. 21 plus 79. 1 plus 9 is 10. And we have a carry of 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. So see, we've got a very easy answer. What about 27 plus 73? Again, if you guys are already smart enough to figure this out, it's 100, but I will show you one more time. So 27 plus 73 will become, 7 plus 3 is 10, and then 1 plus 2 is 3, so again 7 plus 3 is also 10, so 100. So guys, if you imagine and get used to these numbers, compatible numbers gives you easy answer. And immediately, I don't even need to write this down, it's 100 plus 100, which is 200. That's our answer, guys. Now, instead of doing this, if you were trying to calculate this from left to right, see what happens, guys. So let's add 21 plus 27. So this will become 8 and 48. Okay, fairly simple number so far. 48 plus 73. Okay, so now 8 plus 3 is 11, and 1 plus 4 is 5, 5 plus 7 is 12. So okay, 121. Okay, so see how the numbers are getting a little bit messy? So 121 plus 79 becomes, this is 10, carry off 1, that's 3, so 10 again, carry off 1, okay, whew, 200. So guys, do you see the difference? So see how easy I was able to add these numbers just by changing the orders and grouping the two numbers that I want to add them first. So who likes this compatible numbers method, the new method? Say me if you like it, guys. Okay, very good. All right. So now, and don't forget we need to calculate what's inside the brackets first. Okay, so let's move on to this question now. What about if we have 5 numbers? See how numbers are getting much larger and there's not more as well? So, don't worry guys, you all know the steps. Look for the ones digit. So, alright, so we have 5. What do you have? 5, 9, 2, 1, 5. So let's start from the first number, 65. What number do I want to pair this up with? Let me know in the chat box, guys. Very good. 5, which is 35. Yes, exactly. So I want to pair these two numbers together because 5 and 5 are compatible numbers. Do we have any compatible numbers for 19, everybody? So let's look at 9. So what is the compatible number with 9? 81. Yes, because 1. Very good. So that's why I want to group these together. And we have 42 by itself. So let's not forget that we just need to add 42 at the very last step. Okay? So now let's change the orders because we have too many circles and lines on top of our number sentence. It's always very important to write it again. Okay? So I want to add 65 and 35 together first. And then I'm going to add 19 and 81 later. And then don't forget to add 42 at the very last. So let's do this addition, guys. 65 plus 35, if you guys already know, it's 100. And what is 19 plus 81? You guys guessed it right, it's also 100. And plus 42. Now, you can solve from left to right, or if you want to take this to the next level, you could also say, oh, I want to add 100 and 100 first, Jason. So it's okay to write it down like this as well, which is 200 plus 42, and we get a very nice, easy answer, 242. See how easy that was, guys? Imagine you had to add all this step by step from left to right. 65 plus 19, and then you add another 42, and then you add another 81, and you add another 35. So guys, do you see how beneficial this method is? Say yes if you agree with me. Okay, very good guys, I love it. Alright, and don't forget, as always, you always calculate what's inside the brackets first. Alright, so one more. So we have now, how many numbers is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. Wow, the additions are getting much longer and longer. But see how easy you can do this question if you follow my method and steps. So let's look at the ones digits first. So we have 6, 7, 2, 4, 8, and 3. Okay, let's start from the first number, 36. 6 is compatible with 4. So look for 4. 64 is over here. Okay, so I'm going to group this together. Now let's look at 97. 7 is compatible with number 3. So look for 3. Oh, it's over here. Very good. And what about 32, guys? 2 is compatible with number 8. Do we have 8? Yes, we do, which is 68. So you group with these two numbers. Alright, so now it's quite messy like a spider web right now. So I want everybody to change the order and put brackets around the couples that you want to add them together first. 36 plus 64, put brackets, and then another group is 97 plus 3, and 32 and 68. So let's add these numbers together, guys. And you guys guessed it right. 36 plus 64 is also 100. 97 plus 3, very easy, 100. 32 plus 68, very easy, 100 as well. So what's our answer, guys? 300. Now, guys, I've done it in very few steps. Do you guys still want to use the original or conventional left to right method step by step? Would you like to use this method? Let me know in the chat box. No. No. Exactly. So you have a lot easier method in front of you guys. So look for the compatible numbers, change the orders, and group them together so we can do the easy numbers first. Okay? And don't forget, guys, these brackets have special meaning. It means you can add them first. Okay? Alright, so let's go through the steps. Look at the numbers at one's digits, find the compatible numbers, and change the order and group them with brackets. And don't forget, you need to calculate what's inside the brackets first. Alright? So now this is your turn to tell me what the answer is for this question, everybody. So I'll give you guys the selector tool. I'm sure everybody knows how to use the selector tool. So I don't want anybody to just stare at the screen. Write your answers down on your paper, okay? Okay, I'm gonna give you a few more seconds before we move on to the next question, guys. So try to finish on time, guys. Okay, so I think that's enough time. So guys, click the raise your hand button if you think you know the answer and want to explain it to the class. Okay, so let's have Daniel Wu. Okay, so hello Daniel.
Hello.
Happy New Year. So can you explain how you did this question to the class?
So I first paired up 24 and 76.
Why is that? Why did you pair these two numbers?
Because they are compatible.
Yes, they are compatible numbers because 4 and 6 are compatible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then did you pair another numbers or what else did you do?
And then I paired up 67 and 33.
Okay, because 7 and 3 are compatible numbers as well, right? So, okay, so now it's kind of messy, Daniel. So can you tell me how you want to write this again neatly? I guess you want to put brackets first, right?
Yeah.
What do you want to put inside this first bracket?
So I want to put 24 and 77.
Okay, so add this one first, and then what do you want to add next?
And then I want to add 33 and 67.
33 and 67, okay, and then don't forget we still need to add
101.
Yes. So, okay, Daniel, so what is 24 plus 76?
100.
Very good, nice and easy. What is 33 plus 67?
100.
Yeah, very good, nice and easy as well. So now we have 100 plus 100 plus 101. Let's just add these two together. What is 100 plus 100, Daniel?
200.
Yes, and nice and easy. What is 200 plus 101?
301.
Excellent job. So that's why the answer is C. Do you agree with me? Yes. So did you like this method, Daniel?
Yeah.
Yes, very good. Excellent job. Thank you so much. I'll give you a trophy and keep up the good work, Daniel. All right. So that's correct, guys. The correct answer is actually C. All right. So try to not make any silly mistakes. I know some of you selected A or B or D. Just take your time and group them together. So write it down on your paper, guys. Okay? All right. So very well, guys. So in additions, you can make tens, hundreds, or thousands by looking at the ones place to get 10, which are compatible numbers. Now, what about in subtraction, meaning take away, minus? We can also make tens, hundreds, or thousands by also looking at the ones place. Now, the only difference is that are same. Okay, so let's see what this means. So guys, we have a mermaid and wukong. So wow, that is a very beautiful pearls. You can see a pearl over here. May I get one, mermaid? Of course, wukong. But you need to answer my question first. Okay, so there's a cost. Alright, bring it on. So the mermaid said, I have 157 pearls first, then I have picked another 76 pearls. If I give you 57 pearls, how many pearls do I have left? Seems quite complicated, isn't it? And Wukong needs your help. He really wants the pearls. Alright, so now first let's write down what the mermaid was saying. So mermaid said she had 157 pearls at the very beginning, and then she picked up 76 more. So that's why we're adding, guys. And then she will give Wukong 57 pearls. So how many will be left? So this is our number sentence, right? Now, imagine if you were trying to just do this calculation from left to right. So now we have 157 plus 76. And if we're adding these together, 7 plus 6 is 13. And carry of 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 7 is 13 as well. And then we have a carry of 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay. Whoa. It's 233. Now, what do we need to do next? Take away 57. Or else, I should say, minus 57. So now, 233 minus 57. So 3 is smaller than 7, guys. So we need to borrow 10s from number 3. So it becomes 2 and 1. So 13 minus 7 is 6. And 2 is also smaller than 5, so we need to borrow 1 from the 2. And 12 minus 5 is 7. So now we have 176. So see how messy and complicated this question became? Now, is there a better way to do this? Well, how about let's look at the ones place. So I have 7 and 7, but look at this 7. We're minusing this number. We're taking away this 7. So guys, if you remember, what is 5 minus 5? If you take away or subtract the same number, it becomes 0. Now, 0 is a very easy number to work with. Okay? So that is why you need to look at the ones place and look for the same number. Okay? So how about if I change the order between 76 and 57, but don't forget that you have a minus sign in front of 57 and plus sign in front of 76, guys. So that means 157 minus 57, and we're going to add 76 later. Okay, so let's see why this is a lot easier. All right, so 157 minus 57. Now this becomes 7 minus 7 is 0, 5 minus 5 is 0, and 1 minus 0 is 1. So 100. So now we have 100, guys. What is 100 plus 76? 176. So see how easy this question became, guys? So who likes the second method more? Say me in the chat box. So yes, very good. Alright, so this is how you do compatible numbers when you're subtracting, when you're taking away, when you're minusing, okay? So now, so you can see that by changing the order, simply, it makes our question a lot easier. Alright, so let's have a look at this question, guys. So now, but I want everybody to realize you need to look at the ones place for the number that you are subtracting. So you don't start from 48, 52, or 167. You start from the number that you're subtracting. Does that make sense, everybody? Say yes if you understand. So you look at the number that you're subtracting first. Okay? Now, why is that? So because we are subtracting a number, it's easier for us to look which number is the same. So we need to look for 7 because we're subtracting. So what number is that? 167. So I am going to change the order and put brackets because I want to do this one first. And then let's have a look at the ones that we need to add. 48 and 52. And wow, 8 and 2 is also compatible numbers, guys. So let's group these together as well. So what do we get? 167 minus 67 is 100. Plus 48 plus 52 is also 100, which becomes 200. See how easy this is now? So yes, Ella, did you want to say something?
Well, I just wanted to say in the last question.
Yeah?
You could easily just take away the 57 and then 100 plus 76 equals 100. 100 plus 76 equals 176.
Yes, that's what I've done, isn't it, Ella? Isn't that what I've done? Yeah. So instead of doing it like this, by changing the order, you're saying we need to do this one first, right? Because the ones place is the same. 7 minus 7 is 0, and this becomes 100. And now you realize this is a lot easier. Now that's the same thing what I was trying to say with this one, Ella. Look at the first number that you're subtracting, 67. So you would like to pair up with this number because it's the same number, right? So 167 minus 67. But luckily for us, 48 and 52 are also compatible numbers, Ella. So that is why 48 plus 52. And if you solve this, this is 100. And this is also 100, which becomes 200. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, very good. Thank you very much for sharing. Keep up the good work. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. So what about this one, guys? So we have 625 plus 279 minus 125 minus 79. So guys, should I look at the ones place for those numbers that we need to add or minus? Let me know in the chat box. What number should I look at it first? Yes, minus. Exactly. Very good. So, you could choose if you want to select 125 or 79. Doesn't matter. But if you decide to choose minus 125, look for 5 for those numbers that you're adding. So obviously 625 is the one, so we can pair these two numbers together. And look for 9 for this one. We have 9 over here. So let's group them together, shall we? 625 minus 125, and we need to add, because you see the plus sign, so 279, take away or minus, subtract 79. Okay, so now let's do this one first. Minus 125. Now this looks complicated, but it's actually really easy. What is 5 minus 5? 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. 6 minus 1 is 5. So 500. What about 279 minus 79? This becomes 200. Why? 79 is the same number and they're both going to be 0. So now the answer between 500 and 200, we all know it's going to be 700. Okay, so does everybody understand how to do this method for subtractions? Okay, very good, guys, very good. Riley, do you need help? Okay, Riley, do you need help?
Yeah.
Okay, what don't you understand? Which part was difficult for you to understand?
I think all of it.
All of it? Okay, no worries. So, do you at least understand the compatible numbers when we're adding numbers together? That makes 10? Okay, very good. So it's the same concept with subtractions, Riley. The only difference is you need to look for same number at one's place. So let's have a look at, but you don't look at the numbers from the numbers that you're adding. You look at the numbers that you're subtracting. So it means that, Riley, don't look at these two numbers first. Look at these two numbers. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So which number do you want to do first? 125 or 79? You pick.
79.
Okay, let's start with 79. So, 79. What is the number at the ones place?
9.
9. Okay, so now look for number 9 between these two numbers. What is it?
279.
Okay, so these two are compatible numbers, and I'll show you why these are compatible numbers in a second. Now, what about 125? What number do we need to look for, Riley?
625.
Yes, because 5 and 5 is the same number. So, Riley, first step is you need to look for the same numbers that you want to take away with, okay? Now, let me show you why that is important. Because, Riley, can you tell me what is 8 minus 8?
0.
0. It's very easy, isn't it? What about 18 minus 8?
10.
Yes. So, when you're subtracting, Riley, subtracting same numbers are very easy. Does that make sense? So that's why the compatible numbers are the same numbers at the ones place. So let's group them together. So you said you want to group 625 and take away 125 together. And we add 279, take away 79 like this. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Alright, so Riley, let's do this one first. 625 minus 125. What is 5 minus 5?
0,
What is 2 minus 2?
0,
What is 6 minus 1?
5.
Yes, so the answer is 500 for the first one. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So what do you think 279 minus 79 is? You can write it down if you need to. Sorry?
200.
Yes, that's it. Because 279, take away 79. 9 minus 9 is 0. 7 minus 7 is 0. And we have 2. That's why it's 200. So, Riley, can you add this for me?
700.
Very good. That's the answer. Do you now understand how this works?
Yes.
Okay, do you like this method? Because otherwise you have to add these together, you have to add these two big numbers together and then take away 125 and then take away 79. It gets messy, right? Yeah, all right. Very good, Riley. Thank you so much for letting me know that you had a question that you didn't understand. All right, thank you and keep up the good work. All right, so thank you, Riley. All right, so that's now for subtractions. You need to look for the ones digits that are the same for those numbers which you are subtracting first. So if you're subtracting 12, look for number 2, okay, first. And that will be the compatible number. And group, don't forget to group and change the order so that you want to solve this one first. And you always calculate what's inside the brackets first as well. Alright, so now this is your turn to do this question, everybody. So let's see how well you understood the method. And you guys can all start now. Okay, guys, so the time is up. Please click the raise your hand button if you'd like to explain how you did this question to the class. Okay, so let's have Jake. So, hello, Jake.
Hi.
Hi. What happened to your camera? Yeah. Well, how are you, Jake? Long time no see.
Good.
Good. So how did you do this question, Jake?
So first, I saw 125 and 25.
Okay, so did you look at the number that you're subtracting first, which is 25?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. And you saw that 5 and 5 is the same number, so you paired these two numbers together, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good idea. And then what did you do next?
Then I subtract the 25 to 125.
Okay, Jake, before doing that, alright, before writing anything down, you need to analyze it first. You need to plan what you're going to do for the entire step, okay? So are you just going to leave 66 and 34 later, like not now? Let's have a look at these two numbers as well, Jake.
So 66 and 34, when you add it, it's 100.
So 4 and 6 are compatible numbers as well, aren't they? Because we're adding, it's not subtracting. So it means we can group them together as well, Jake. So what I'm trying to show you is, if I look at the question and analyze what are compatible numbers when you're adding, when you're subtracting, it makes it a lot easier. So as you said, Jake, yes, that is correct. We want to take away 25 from 125, and then we want to add the two compatible numbers, which were 66 and 34, like this. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Alright, so what was the answer for the first bracket?
100.
Very good. And what is the second bracket?
100.
100. So what's the answer?
200.
Excellent job. So very good, Jake. Thank you so much for explaining. Keep up the good work as well. Alright, so that's why the answer is 200, which is B, everybody. Okay? So you're able, so few things that you need to remember. So now that you know the compatible numbers for adding and when you're subtracting, please pair everything before you do anything else. So write down the question on your paper, guys, and draw lines or circles that you want to group together, and then rewrite the sentence like this, everybody. Okay? And then solve it. Alright, very good. So now, guys, if we need to subtract or minus some numbers in a row, like one after another, so minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, are there any compatible numbers that we can use to simplify our operations? Let's have a look, guys. So, hey little goldfish, long time no see. Hey Wukong. Now, Wukong, I have 192 pearls here. I want to give you 46 as my gift and 54 to Una. Can you help me to find out how many pearls I will have left? So I guess the Wukong did get some pearls from the mermaid, guys, right? Sure. And just disappears. Now, the first method, if we remember our question, Wukong has 192 pearls with him so far, and then if he gives 46 to the clownfish and 54 to the Una, then we need to take away two numbers like this, right? But now I'm going to change something like this, guys. Instead of looking at the compatible numbers, because have a think about it. All right. So is there any number that is same with 6? No, it's 2. What about 4? No, it's 2. It doesn't work. All right. But there's something special when you're taking away, when you're subtracting two numbers in a row. You minus 46 and you minus 54. What you can do is, everybody, we can group the two numbers that you're subtracting in a bracket and add them together. And don't forget, we can subtract at the very end. So I'll tell you what this means. I'll tell you what that means. So guys, I have 10 candies. If I give Jake 1 candy, I'm going to lose 1 candy, right? And if I give 1 more to Alex, I'm going to lose 1 more as well. So what is this answer? It's 8, isn't it? Now, how about instead of giving one by one, I'm just going to think, all right, how many am I losing in total? How many candies am I losing or giving away in total? So I know I need to take away candies, but let's figure out the two numbers that I'm working with. 1 plus 1 is the total number of candies that I have to give away. So this becomes, everybody, 10 minus 2, which is 8. Do you guys understand this concept, everybody? So when you're doing subtractions in a row, you can change into this new format. So let me know if you guys understand. Okay, very good. Most of you are saying yes. Okay. All right. For that reason, guys, it's the same story. Wukong has 192 pearls. He needs to give away pearls to the clownfish and Wukong. So, all right. So we know that 192 take away the total number of pearls. So let's add what's inside. So 46 plus 54. We all know this is 100. So now our subtraction became a lot easier, guys. So which is 92. Okay, so instead of subtracting these two numbers first and subtract with 54 later, if you group the whole thing that you need to subtract, then the subtraction becomes sometimes a lot easier. Okay? So that's what it means. And let's have a look at this one, guys. Let's have a look at this one. So now we need to solve 75 and 125, take away 24, take away 76. All right? So now what you need to do is, okay, so let's first write down 75 plus 125. Now we need to take away the total numbers of 24 and 76 because we have two subtractions in a row. Okay? Now hold on a second. Wait a minute, guys. 75 and 125 is also two compatible numbers. So, maybe I could put brackets as well because I want to do this one first. Alright, so let's do the calculations. 75 plus 125, let's add them together. 5 plus 5 equals to 10, carry of 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 7 is 10 again, so carry of 1, so we get nice 200. And take away, what is 24 plus 76? Very easy, 100. So our answer is 200 take away 100, which is 100. Alright, see how easy my calculation was for this long, complicated question, guys? Do you guys like this method? Okay. Very good. Alright, so, yeah, okay. Now, what about this question? Oof, now we've got a little bit more complicated question, guys. So we have 272 minus 33 minus 46 minus 67 minus 54. Okay. Whoa, there's a lot of numbers that we need to give away, right? So, okay, let's change this first. 272 minus, let's add everything together, shall we, guys? So, 33 plus 46 plus 67 plus 54. Now, let's just look at the numbers inside these brackets, guys. I'm sure there's a lot easier way. Let's have a look at 33. Do we have a compatible number with 33, guys? Let me know in the chat box. If so, what is that number? Yes, that's right, 67. Yes, okay, so 33 and 67 can be paired up. And 46 and 54 can pair up as well. So, okay, how about let's change the order because this is already inside the bracket, so let's just change the order. 33 plus 67 plus 46 plus 54. Okay? Just remember, I want to do this one first and do this one later as well. So, which is 272, take away, this is 100, and this is also 100. Now I have 100 plus 100, guys, which is 200, isn't it? 272 take away 200 equals 272. Why? Very easy. 272 take away 200. 2 minus 0 is 2. 7 minus 0 is 2. Oh, not 2, sorry, 7. And 2 minus 2 is 0. So answer is 72. Okay? So everybody understand? Alright, well done, guys. Okay. Katie, not really. Okay, so we have Katie, not really. Katie needs help. Okay, Katie, do you need help?
Yes.
Which part you don't understand, Katie? Which one, Katie?
The problem is that you just explain it too fast.
Okay. All right. So let me go through this one more time with you. Actually, I think that would be better. All right. So Katie, we have a number sentence that 272 minus 33 minus 46 minus 67 minus 54. Do you remember what I can do when you have subtractions in a row?
Yes.
So what you can do, Katie, is 272 take away all the numbers that you need to take away in a row. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I can add 33, 46, 67, and 54. And don't forget, after adding all of these numbers, I'm going to take away. Remember my example, if I have 10 candies, if I give one to Katie, Jake, and Serena, so how many candies I'm giving away? 3 candies, right? I can write this down as 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 10 minus 3. That's the same logic. So I am adding all the numbers that I am subtracting in a row. So all these numbers. Alright, but, and Katie, if we look at the numbers inside the brackets, we have some compatible numbers if we're adding. 33 is compatible with 67 because 3 and 7 are compatible numbers, don't you think?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, so 33 plus 67, I'm going to do this first. And what about 46 and 54? Aren't they also compatible numbers?
Yes.
So I'm going to add them later as well. Okay, now, what is 33 plus 67, Katie?
100.
Very good. What is 46 plus 54?
100.
Very good. What is 100 plus 100?
300.
Very good. What is 272 minus 200?
72.
That's it. Do you now understand?
Yes.
Very good. Excellent job. Thank you very much, Katie, for asking a question. If you need help, always raise your hand or ask. Okay, well done, guys. So now let's move on to the next question. So compatible numbers. Just remember, if you have numbers in a row when you're subtracting, okay, please change it to minus and put brackets and add all the numbers inside that you're supposed to subtract. So 1, 2, 3. So if you're subtracting minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, you can change this to 1 plus 2 plus 3 in brackets, but don't forget the minus sign outside. Okay, so now this is your turn to do this question, guys. So I want everybody to try this question yourself. So here we go. So, alright, so the time is up, guys. So click your raise your hand button if you think you know the answer I want to explain to the class. Okay, so let's have Sophie Dang. Hello, Sophie. Hello, Sophie. Is your microphone not working? Maybe exit and re-enter this lesson again. Hello, hello. Okay, let's try again, Sophie. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, yes, we can hear you now. All right, Sophie, so how did you do this question?
First I added 22 and 78.
Add? It's subtract.
I know, but
So we need to analyze it first, Sophie, remember? What do you want to do? So plan, give me your plan.
I put 22 and 78 in bracket.
Okay.
Then I put 55 and 55 in bracket.
Mm-hmm.
Then I added them.
Okay.
They both equal 100.
Yep, that's correct.
100 plus 100 equals 357 minus 300
Okay.
equals 100 and
Yes, it equals to what again, sorry, Sophie?
157.
Exactly, well done. So, Sophie, let me write down what you have explained to the class and also the best way to write down your working out as well. Okay, so guys, we have we're subtracting numbers in a row, right? 22 minus 78 minus 45 minus 55, okay? So what that means is I can change this question into minus and add all the numbers inside. Isn't that right, Sophie?
Yes.
Okay, very good. And you've also said you wanted to pair 22 and 78 together because they're compatible numbers, and these two numbers together as well because they're compatible numbers as well, right, Sophie?
Yes.
All right, so 22 plus 78 is 100, and 45 plus 55 is 100 as well. So Sophie said, because we found two easy numbers, this is also 200. So now, guys, what is 357 take away 200? Very easy. 7 minus 0 is 7, 5 minus 0 is 5, 3 minus 2 is 1. So that is why our answer is 157. So well done, Sophie. Thank you so much for explaining. Is this what you've done? I'm assuming it's correct, right?
Yes.
All right. Well done, Sophie. And I saw you did it very quickly as well. So very good job. Very impressive. All right. So that's how you do this question, everybody. It's B. All right. So now this is an advanced question, but let's come back to this question if we have more time, guys, okay? Because I don't want to give you guys too much stress, but let's have a short break, okay? So how is everything so far, guys? Is everything okay to understand? Able to understand, everybody? Yes, everybody feels okay? It's not too long? Yes, exactly. Yes, I know. There will be some of you who will be tired already because... So, yes, Mia, I think you came a little bit late. So, let me explain this one more time since everybody is here now. So guys, because you guys are a little bit older now, 1 year older than last year, instead of having 2 45 minutes lessons in a week, because every lesson from now on is going to be a little bit more difficult, a lot more harder and more exciting than last year. So that's why from now on until the rest of the years, we're going to have one lesson which is 90 minutes long. All right, so it means that even though a lesson is very long, but you only need to come 1 day every week. All right, that means you only need to do one homework every week, guys. If you think about that, last year you did 2 homeworks every week. Remember? So even though the lessons are longer, guys, we are giving you more time for you to do your homework. All right. So do you see the benefit, guys? All right. Very good. Very good. Okay, all right. So I know not everybody will like the lesson being too long, but unfortunately from this year, next year, the year after, because you guys are a lot older now, all right? We can't just keep teaching you 45 minutes, every lesson. So Samuel, I know you're tired, so I'll take it easy today, but slowly and slowly and slowly. Exactly. You guys need to get used to it, all right? All right. Very good question. I think that's correct, Daniel. All right. So let's see. Okay, guys, but we only have 25 more minutes left, so we're still kind of behind of our schedule. So we need to do a lot more questions before we finish our lesson. Otherwise, you won't be able to do your homework. All right. So let's focus a little bit more for the remaining 25 minutes, and let's quickly solve more questions together. All right. How does that sound? Everybody motivated? Because I don't want you to struggle for your homework. I want you guys to do very well with no help, okay? And you can be able to do all the homeworks by yourself. All right, let's get going. Now, sometimes, guys, we may not find compatible numbers in the expressions. Then what do we do if we don't have any compatible numbers? I don't want to, add very complicated additions or subtractions. We need some help. All right, let's go back to the mermaid. Hello, Wukong. How was your harvest today? Well, now I have 378 pearls. So guys, Wukong do like collecting pearls, don't you guys agree? Alright, so now, wow, that's great because of your hard work, I will give you additional 99 more pearls. Wow, thank you! But how many pearls do I have now then? So I'm sure you guys are a lot smarter than Wukong, so you guys really need to help Wukong out. So, first of all, let's write down the expression. Alright, so let's write down what is going on. So, first of all, what was the number? Let's go back and read the story. So, 378 pearls, and then add 99 pearls. Okay. So, now we have 378 pearls, and mermaid is giving Wukong 99 more pearls. Okay, so everybody remember this question. Now let's find an easier way to calculate. Okay, so now this is the trick. The trick is called compensation strategy. Now let me explain this strategy very briefly, because guys, if you look at number 99 is a very close number to a very easy number called 100. Do you guys agree? So, how about let's change this question to 378 plus 100, but we're not allowed to change the question, guys. We can make it different, but we cannot change it entirely. So, we know we're not adding 100, we're adding 99, so don't forget, we take away 1 to make sure this is actually 99. So we're changing it a little bit, so it makes it a little bit easier for us to solve. Does this make sense, everybody? Very good. Okay, very good. Now, because we've made it look like 99, but now we only need to worry about 100. Let me feel much better. I don't like subtracting 99. It's a messy number. But 100, yes, or add. So let's add these two numbers together, guys. So 378 plus 100. I'm going to do this one first and take away 1 at the very last. So which is 478, because 100 plus 300 is 400, right? Take away 1. Very easy, 477. That's how you do this question, guys. Alright, so what about this one then? Okay, so now we have 337, okay, and then we have 98 plus 199. Alright, so guys, I am going to change, well, 337, we can't do much about it. It's like in the middle. But 98 is very close to what, guys? Tell me, let me know in the chat box. Very good. Now, if we do make 98 100, how many do we need to take away to make sure it is actually 98, not 100? Very good, guys. 2. Very good. It's 2. 100 take away 2 is 98, right? So, okay. So this is for 98. We've changed it into like this. Now, what about 199? What is this number very close to? Very good. 200. Yes. Now, but it's not 200. So how much do we need to take away, guys? 1. Very good. Yes, exactly. So 1. So we have changed 199 to 200 and minus 1. All right. I saw Winston. So Winston, yes, did you want to say something?
The Wi-Fi is very bad.
So is it lagging, Winston?
The Wi-Fi is very bad at my side.
Okay, please exit and re-enter this lesson then, Winston.
It always glitches.
Okay. So Winston, please exit and re-enter the lesson, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, all right. So, all right. So now, guys, we have changed 100 and take away 2. So there is something that I want you to realize first, guys, okay? Now, notice if we are adding, we're take away 2. Adding and take away 1. Now, just remember this for now because it will be coming up very soon, very next. Well, anyways, don't worry about that now. So this is our new numbers sentence or expression. So let's change the order. I don't want to subtract 2 now. I'm going to do that at the very end. So I want to add 100. I want to add 200. And we have minus 2, minus 1 at the end. All right, let's solve this, guys. So what is 337 plus 100? 437. And we need to add 200 minus 2 minus 1. What is this, guys? 637 minus 2 minus 1. So very simple, guys. So 637 minus 2 is 635 minus 1. So the answer is 634. Okay? So instead of adding all these messy numbers, we were able to get this question very, very easily. Okay? So yes, Olivia?
When you actually did 637 minus 2 minus 1, you should have used 2 and 1 with the brackets and make it 3, so you'd use 635 minus 3.
Ah, I see what you mean. So yes, so very good point. We could have actually made this question a lot easier as well by changing it like this. So guys, I just did that to explain it to you, Olivia. We could change it to 337 plus, I want to add 100 and 200 first, and minus 2 plus 1, because it's going to be 2 minuses in a row. So which is 337 plus 300 minus 3, which is a lot simpler, isn't it, Olivia? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Very good. Thank you for picking that up. So yes, there are even shorter way if you understand everything that we learned so far. Combining that 2 minuses in a row can change into this, and putting brackets so that we can add something easy first as well. Very good, Olivia. Now what about this one, guys? 9 plus 99 plus 999. Now 9 is very close to 10, but to make 10 we need to take away 1. So that's 9. So now what is 99? 100 take away 1. That's 99. What is 999? Well, 1000 take away 1. Alright, so now let's change the order. 10 plus 100 plus 1000 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. Okay? So this becomes, what is 10 plus 100? 110,000. And this is minus 3. Okay? And now, what is 1000 plus 110? 0 plus 0 is 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. So 1110. Take away 3, which is 10 minus 3 is 7. So 1107. There you have it, guys. Okay, so we can apply this in many different ways. Yes, Sophie, did you want to say something?
I just have a different way to do it.
Okay, there are many different ways, but this is a way called compensation method. Okay, so yeah, what's that way? Let's have a listen. So let's.
If you pass the 9, then you take 1 from the 9.
I see what you mean. Yes. So you're saying that if we let the 1 and make it 100, another 1 to make it 1000, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's also a very good method, Sophie. Thank you so much for sharing. But there is a reason why I'm showing you this method, because I'm going to combine addition and subtraction together very soon. Okay, so bear with me, Sophie. But yes, that is also a very good method to use. All right. So now have a look at this question, guys. I want everybody to try this question. All right, and we'll go through this question together very shortly. All right. Okay, now guys, I'm going to show you how quickly you can do this, guys. Okay, so I know not many of you are finished, but guys, 2,999 is same as 3,000 take away 1. Okay, and 299 is same as 300 take away 1. And also 29 is 30 take away 1. So let's add all these easy numbers together. 3,000 plus 300 plus 30, and take away 1, take away 1, take away 1, which, you know, guys, already this is take away 3. But, alright, so 3,000 plus 330 equals to 3,330. But, guys, don't forget, you need to take away 3. You guys are forgetting this part over here, guys. For those of you who selected A, it's not an A, because you're forgetting take away 3. So now it is 3,327, which is C. Okay, everybody? So this is how quickly you're able to do this question, okay? Now, because there are some more questions that I want to cover, so let's go through this question very quickly and come back later if we have more time. Alright, so guys, now let's apply this compensation strategy in subtractions. Alright, not just in additions, in subtractions. So, wow, these are very beautiful corals. These are my corals. I'm selling them, said the seahorse. Okay, well, how many pearls do I need to pay for them? I only have 431 pearls. 99 pearls, said the seahorse. Oh, okay, so how many pearls are left when I buy these corals? Now, does Wukong even know how to do mathematics, guys? Asking everything on us. So let's write the expressions and I'll show you an easy way to calculate. So, guys, when you're subtracting the numbers, so remember Wukong had 431 pearls and we had to take away 99. Alright? But like I said, 99 is not my favorite number. It's a very messy number. So I'm going to change this to 431 take away 100. But guys, you're not allowed to change the question. So remember how I talked about if you add 99, you can change it to add 100 and take away 1. That's the compensation method, right? But I did tell you, look carefully guys, the signs are different. If you add 100, you take away 1. This is the reason why I've said that before. Because if you take away 99, you change it to 100 and you add 1. See the difference, guys? If the signs needs to be opposite. Does everybody see this? When you're using the compensation method, the sign needs to be opposite. So guys, what do you think I should do if I've changed 99 to 100 when I was subtracting? Very good, Mia. +1. Excellent job, Mia. Very good, Yin. Yes. It needs to be opposite. The sign needs to be opposite. Just remember that, guys. Okay? Alright, so what is 431 take away 100? 331 plus 1 equals to 332. Very easy. Alright, just remember the sign needs to be opposite. So what about this question? 451 and take away 98, take away 199. Alright, so this can become take away 100, but if I change it to 100, what do I need to do next? Let me know in the chat box, guys. -2? -2? Very good, Mia and Sophie. +2, yes. Audrey, very good. Guys, don't forget, the sign needs to be opposite to 100. Okay, so let's try this one more. Take away 199 means take away 200. What do I need to do next to make sure it's take away 199? +1, very good, Jaden, Sophie, Daniel, yes. And Gwen as well, yes, +1. The sign needs to be opposite, very good. So, now let's clean this up. So now it's 451, take away 100, take away 200, and +2 and +1. Now, remember, if you're subtracting in a row, what you can do is add the total inside the brackets. And we already know 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay, now we have a nice, easy number sentence. So 451, 100 plus 200 is 300, minus 300, plus 3 equals to, well, 451 minus 300, 151. Okay, 151 plus 3 equals to 154. Okay, yes, Winston? Is it still lagging? Is it still glitching? Hello, Winston, is it still glitching? Is it still glitching, Winston? Okay. You can type your message if you're able to, if you have any issues. Okay, Teresa. Yes, Teresa, did you want to say something, Teresa?
It's lagging a tiny bit.
So yes, if it's lagging, you need to exit and re-enter this lesson because I think there's some issues with the Wi-Fi for some of you. Okay?
Okay.
Yep, thank you. Alright, so let's have a look at this question, guys. So now, 816 take away 197 take away 316. So now, so guys, let's change 816 and change 197 to minus 200. Now, if I change it to take away 200, what do I need to do very after? Let me know in the chat box, guys. Minus 3, plus 3? Very good, Gerger. Very good, Junjun. Yes, we need to plus 3. Very good, Ella and Yin. Alright, and we can't change this as well. Alright, so this is, we've changed this number. Now, wait a minute, guys. Take away 316, 816, these are compatible numbers, guys. So 816 minus 316 and take away 200 plus 3 later. Now this is 500. So 0, 0, 5, right? Now take away 200 plus 3. Now this is easily 300 plus 3, which is 303. Okay, so now we're combining all the stuff that we learned today, haven't we? Alright guys, so please remember, the sign needs to be opposite. If you're doing take away 99 and changing it to take away 100, change it to plus 1. If you're adding 99, change it to plus 100 and take away 1. That's the only difference between addition and subtraction. Okay? So, I'm going to come back to this question, but guys, I want you guys to have a look at this question first. 736, take away 199, take away 398, and plus 97. So we have mixtures of additions and subtractions, guys. So Sophie, this is what I wanted to show you. Your method is also very good, but if you have plus and minus everywhere, it gets very confusing. So this is where my method shines. 736, guys, and take away 200, because 199 is close to 200. Then what do I do right after, guys? Let me know in the chat box. Very good, Gwen. Yin, yes. Jaden, plus 1. Yes, very good, guys. Yes. Now, minus 398, which is close to 400. What do I need to do right after, guys? Very good. Very, very good, guys. Yes. That's right, Carter. That Mia, Olivia. Yes, plus 2. Because, you know, where the difference is 2 between 400 and 398, right? And just make sure the sign is opposite. Now, plus 97, we can change this to plus 100. What do we do right after, guys? Plus 3. Guys, 97 How do you make 97 to 100? What's the difference? Is it 1 or 3? Let me know. Three, yes. Now, what's the sign? It's plus 100. Then is it plus 3 or minus 3? Yes, it's minus 3. It's the opposite. Very good, Mia Xinyang. Very good. Minus 3. Guys, see, you need to pay extra attention. So you guys can feel like you need a little bit of practice to get used to it. Minus plus, minus plus, plus minus. Okay? Alright, so let's clean this mess. It's really messy now. So now 736, take away 200, take away 400. So I'm putting all the big numbers at the front and writing all the small numbers at the back. Plus 1, plus 2, take away 3. Okay, now 736. If you want, you can take it easy. Do it step by step. Take away 200 is actually 536. Okay, and then take away 400 plus 100. 1 plus 2 is easy, so let's just do it quickly. 3 minus 3. Alright, so what is 536 take away 400? It's 136 plus 100 plus 3 minus 3. Now, 136 plus 100, 236 plus 3 minus 3. And 239 minus 3, which is 236. That's our answer, guys. So you can see that you guys might need some practice, guys, but this is the final question and the final method for today's lesson. So I'm sure not every tricks were easy, but if you master all of these tricks, guys, you could do all of these questions without using a calculator. Okay? Yes. So yes, take a rest, guys. It was a very long lesson for most of you. So yes, quickly take a rest, guys. Yes. Take a rest. Bye-bye, guys. Yes, you did very good, everybody. Take a good rest and see you all guys next time. Okay? Bye. Well done. Very good. Very good. Yes, thank you and Happy New Year, everybody, as well. Bye, everybody.